If you've been looking for a house in Minot that's almost on a half-acre lot with a two-stall garage and a lot of main level living, then this is for you. But before we go inside, there's something I want to show you first. I'm standing in the backyard, and you can see this backyard is massive. And when you're looking at homes under $300,000 in Minot, I mean, sometimes you're even lucky to get a quarter-acre lot. So this being almost a half-acre, you can see there's so much space for a swimming pool or however else you want to enjoy your backyard, because this backyard is very massive. Before going inside, you can see even the front yard is massive. Huge driveway, two-stall garage, and kind of a recent update before we go inside is a newer roof, so that's always nice when purchasing a property. And there's one last thing I want to show you before we go inside. And this house has some of the metal siding, so that's always a very good material when having siding on your house. Now, upon entering the house from the garage, you can see we have the kitchen with a gas stove and an actual dining room area, so that's pretty cool. You don't really see sometimes houses have an actual dedicated dining room area. And continuing on this way, if we hook a right, that takes us to the living room. And you can see this living room is massive. And kind of a cool thing is we have a wood burning fireplace, and then you're looking out to your backyard, so huge living room. And continuing on over here, check this out. And off the living room, you can see we have the Four Seasons room. And this is honestly a very cool room. So you can either use this as a second living room, maybe put a pool table here, game room, however you want to use this space. And you can walk outside to the backyard right from here. And this is kind of a cool thing that the current owner is doing. Watch this. I mean, this could even be a moving room with a projector, hot tub, watching a movie, hanging out. Like, there is a lot of cool possibilities that you can use this space for. And you can see it's right off the living room. So this is such a very awesome highlight for this property. Now we're exiting the Four Seasons room. We're back in the living room again. And now we're gonna look at the two bedrooms and the bathroom on this main level. So hooking right over here, we can see we're in the primary bedroom. You can see a lot of natural light coming in. A room over there for a desk, closet space, so a very nice primary bedroom. And continuing on this way is the guest bedroom, so another decently sized bedroom, closet space over there. And now, here's the bathroom. You can see it's a full bathroom, and you can see there's so much main level living in this house. So for someone that wants a lot on just one level, you know, this is pretty cool. Now I'm going to show you how someone can create some real value in this property. So let's go check this out. Now coming downstairs, you can see a lot of studs are already in place to help you finish this basement. You can see here's a future area for a bathroom, and flipping the camera around this way, see there's a fireplace already set up. So if someone gets some flooring down here, finish out these walls, and we can have a family room area, move these spare washers out of the way. And now over here is where a bedroom can be. We can see that there's an egress window already installed. Slap a door right there, finish this out, and we have another bedroom. There's definitely a lot of potential downstairs to create more living space and more value for your property. Okay, here we are in the two-stall garage. We can see it's a true two-stall. And continuing on this way, we have an addition. So a little perfect spot for your tools, maybe pull ahead a golf cart or however you want to use this space for. And a door that gives you access to your covered patio. Now, if you're checking out a lot of what this house has to offer, I think that there's a lot of highlights that you would like. We've got almost a half-acre lot, two-stall garage, a little over 1,400 square feet of main level living, Four Seasons room. And could you imagine the value that you would create if you finished out the basement? I mean, then at that point, you got the half-acre lot, two-stall garage, 2,400 square feet of finished square feet. That would be a very cool property. And for $299,000 in city limits in Minot, I think this property is a pretty good deal for somebody. So if you want to learn more about the property, the link for more information is in the description. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Bye.